the main thing is to chip the people, man. It's not no vaccine, right? That's a part of it, but the main thing is to put that chip inside you and depopulate this earth. Because this man's a greedy bastard, man, right? He just wants everything for himself, and nothing is left for him. Land wasn't given this man. Everything he has was stolen, man, right? And he's the only creation of the Yahawashi that's going to be eradicated off this earth. Because it's a cancer.
Infallible proof. You got scripture for that? Bring it out if you have any. One scripture. We need to bring that infallible proof. That's going to be eradicated.
Obadiah.
I can go straight to Job, whoever can find it quick.
Will you finish in Revelation 5?
I just need to finish off just the precept. The point is really made, yeah. Okay. While they look for an infallible proof of this guy. Real quick.
All right.
Okay. So it says, and he took, Revelation 5 and 7, and he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat on the throne, right? And verse 8, here's the point. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials, and full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now, starting with the elders. Okay, spiritually, starting with the elders, man, in spirit and in truth. We look to Yahawashi as our mediator of the covenant, man. And in his right hand, he has those, it's symbolic, not also literal, but it's symbolic there that he has the commandments in his hand. They shrunken to say the 10 commandments, okay? Which is all part of that seal. You know what I mean? That great seal. So yeah, and that's what he's going to judge also the world with. Right? Those same laws. Right? Israel is judged by it, and they are judged by it. But anyway, that's the point. Okay. Verse 8.
All right.
Okay.
So you want to Obadiah 1:18?
Yeah, bring it out on infallible proofs.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, right? As what what's the name? Vocab want to say the Edomites don't know with, and then this hasn't happened yet, man.
Beautiful, but he brought out Esdras, right?
Gone.
Jacob, what?
Is it?
Sorry, Esau's the end of the world. That's infallible proof. But read what's going to happen to it now.
Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it, and it will be an infallible truth. Okay.
Excellent point. I'm going to get to his.
I got 2 precepts talking about infallible truth, but this is more so for the elect. For the elect are the only people that will receive this anyways. So this is Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done, it is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, it has been already done, has been already of old time, which was before us. You know, and that's an infallible truth, because that's the whole point of reincarnation and everything being recycled. Because through that we learn from the prophets in the past and what they went through, and through our history of Israel, what we've been doing. You know, and that's why we have the curses that we have now. So the Most High thought of everything. He thought of everything, because Esau, his nature is to try to make the Most High's infallible truth a fallible truth. That's what he's trying to do. And through that, he's gotten 2/3 of Israel.
Yeah, he did.
Right? But that's why they said if the Most High didn't leave us a remnant, beginning with Yahawashi, we would have been as Sodom and Gomorrah, destroyed. So the Satan, which is Esau, they use that through their lies. That's what they're put here to do. But just like as it says, as it describes itself, breaking strongholds. That's exactly what we're doing. We're breaking strongholds, because these fallible truth that Esau's telling, because they are fallible, these fallible truth that Esau's telling are actually a stronghold on our people. And that's why we're in the condition we're in. But that's also in itself an infallible truth. Because it gives glory to the Most High, showing His power through prophecy, right?
That's right.
So I'm going to say the definition again for infallible truth, because you know people might be just coming in and what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Infallible truth,
Yeah.
incapable of making mistakes or being wrong.
So perfect.
Infallible truth.
Yeah.
The Most High is perfect.
Pure. Yeah.
That's
Pure.
right.
So fallible will be the opposite.
Come on.
Right? I have one more precept too to back that up of what I was saying earlier. This is Matthew 19:28. And it says, And Yahawashi said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in a throne,
Reincarnation.
right, of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12th throne, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. We know that's for the apostles, right? The 12 apostles, but that's an infallible truth because it's reincarnation. They were doing it. They were doing what they're doing now in the past, just like we're doing what we're doing now in the past, which is the infallible truth. Because back to my earlier point, before the Most High destroys the kingdom, He always sends prophets.
Yeah.
So the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet, right? But that's for the elect, because only the elect are going to understand reincarnation for an infallible truth. But anyways, I'll hit on that.
You got something?
Yeah, I got something, because we're talking a lot of things about what's playing out sometimes on the right hand. I'm just going to show you how it's infallible, how you're seeing these elites starting to go down. And it's true because the Lord spoke of these things. So this is James chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. So when you look through history, especially the banking families of this earth, you see how they have gotten their money, right? Going all the way back to Amschel Bauer, right? How he set up his 5 sons in Europe to control the banks, right? To manipulate the stock market, manipulate wars and all that stuff. So that's a part of the corruption you're seeing right now. That's why it says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Because they come up appearing like they're great, but behind all of that, it was really through blood money how they obtained that silk, all that fine linen. Verse 3, your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And you know, when I look at that, because I think of the scripture that's written in the Apocrypha, riches are just translated. They're never lost, right? So these riches that they have, shalom, brother, shalom. So these riches that they have, it's not going to be lost. It's just going to be translated onto us, right, in that day. So it says, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh, as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. And we're witnessing how you're heaping up treasures for the last days. Like if you look at these corporations on how they're downsizing, they don't really want to spend as much money as they used to. Like everything is being tightened up. I'm just going into the corporate world because there was an article I read a couple weeks ago going into Amazon, and Jeff, I think his name is Bezos. He's getting rid of, or he doesn't want to include unions, right? And the reason behind that is because they don't want to give you collective bargaining. They don't want you to bargain for your rights, to bargain for a higher wage. They don't want you to protect yourself. That's why they put forth diversity in the workplace, because that tricks people into thinking like they're getting a fair chance. Right? So you're seeing the transition of how these unions, they're cutting down. And that's this devil trying to keep those riches, man, forever and ever, because he knows he has a short time. So it says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. And there's many things that we can go into about fraud. Your driver's license, your SIN number, taxes, which you shouldn't be taxed,
Interest.
right? Or have interest upon you, because those are wages. You're not a business, technically, but through those documents you have signed, you have become a business.
Through your leasing.
You know more about it. You're good with the lingo.
No, that's it. Through leasing, because even the term leasing it just means fraud. So I mean, man, you know what I mean? Because he said it's good with word. He's a wordsmith,
Because
right?
they're really yours. That's
Come.
why.
Right? You're paying something that can never be yours. Your mortgage is a death note. Right? So everything about this man, well, it says the wicked is strayed from the womb. Right? Well, the wicked is Esau. Right? And as soon as he was born, he was telling lies. So as soon as he comes in and start crying, he's lying. Nothing wrong with the baby, man.
That's right.
Right? Okay, nothing wrong with the baby that's crying. You know? Right? I got a precept?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which